it's me, Mallory. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a BookOutlet and seeing if it's like legit or not. BookOutlet is basically an online store where they take overstock books from other publishers, bookstores, online stores, wherever, and they buy books at super cheap that other booksellers didn't sell. They resell them to you for a super low price. So I'm talking $1.99 for some of these hardcovers. It's insane. I cannot wait to show you guys more about BookOutlet, show you the books that I got, and tell you everything you need to know about it so that one very important thing to know about BookOutlet is since all these books are from overstock and they're extras, they can't send them back to the publishers, so they do have to mark them. This is an example of some of the books. Hardly anything at all. It's just a little mark. For me personally, I don't care about this. Some people might have a big deal about it and they want their books like super like spick and span, like clean. But honestly, as long as they're readable, for me, I don't care. Another thing to know about BookOutlet is that their coupons change all the time. So once a week, they put out a new coupon that everyone gets to use on the site, and sometimes they will send you coupons in like the email. So sign up for email so that you can get those extra coupons, because sometimes they do come. I actually got a $5 off coupon with this order, and all of my books were 20% off because I had $60 or more for my total. I am super impatient. I'm just gonna put that out there. So when I was waiting for my books very impatiently, checking on it constantly every single day, I realized that when you place your order, it takes 1 to 3 business days to process. Once you put it in, they receive it, but then they have to process it before they start packing it up. So it takes about 1 to 3 business days, not counting weekends. Shipping took about an average time. One thing that did kind of annoy me with this is it kept saying that it was in Illinois at the shipping department center, but it really wasn't, because it said that it would be here like the next day. So I was super excited about it, and then the next day came and it said it just had arrived in Illinois. It was definitely frustrating, but it wasn't something that I think was the business's fault. I think it was just a problem that they had with USPS. So I doubt that's going to happen every time, but that is something that happened to me. When my box arrived, it was all beat up like to the max, and I was kind of worried about it because I didn't want my books to be ruined. So I gotta go and check on the steak again. So when I got my box was super beat up, and I was worried that like there was maybe even a book that fell out because the slot where it was all ripped was so big that something could have fallen out of it.
I'm sending this to my friends and seeing my books came.
I mean, it looked more like someone tried to get into the box.
So pretty!
You know.
I know! Look at her! She's so pretty.
That's even with anything ordering online. You always have to be aware that it can be thrown around in the truck or not be taken care of when it's being moved from place to place. Overall, I'm honestly extremely happy with BookOutlet, and it is legit. It's cheap, it's affordable, it comes fast for the most part. If you're impatient, for me, it does not come fast, but it does come fast compared to 2 weeks, which is average for other things. Definitely gonna keep ordering books from here. I won't need books for much longer because I did order 13, so I'm not gonna need some for a while, even though yesterday I went to Target and I bought 2 more books after I had just opened my box, and then we went to Target with some friends and I bought 2 more books. I bought Pillow Thoughts and I bought The Spanish Love Deception. So guys, I have a problem. It's okay, it makes me happy, and that's all that matters. Alright, so like I mentioned, BookOutlet has the different coupons constantly. So I'm just gonna say, when I'm showing you guys the books that I got, the price that I got them for You could get them for cheaper, you could get them for more expensive. It just depends. Another thing is that stock changes once a week. So some books go out of stock and stay out of stock. So if you see a book that's running low on stock, make sure that you buy it so that you can get it. Otherwise, you're probably not going to be able to, again, unless if it is a common book that's in there and it's hard to tell which ones are common and which ones aren't. So just keep that in mind also. Shipping was free because I had it over $35. If you have shipping under $35, they have a $5 flat rate shipping, which is awesome. All right, let's get on to showing you guys all the books that I bought. The first book that I got is Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. This book is basically about a boy and a girl, and both of their parents have big food restaurant businesses. One has a deli, one has like a burger joint, and then they both run their Twitter pages, and one of them gets accused of taking a grilled cheese recipe from the other. So I think it's supposed to be like an enemies to lovers type book. It's kind of cool because they have on the inside, like, it's split POV. It's kind of like text messages. So it's supposedly an enemies to lovers book from what I've heard. I'm not sure if that's true or not, and I can't give such good descriptions on the books because I haven't read them yet. I'm just reading them back. The next book is Love and Other Detours by Jenna Walsh. This book is actually like the first two books in this Love and Gelato series that's just put into one. I love that because I read them faster. I get through them faster than if I were to have two separate books. And plus, then I didn't have to buy two separate books. And I got it for the same price of one. On this book I got for $5.59. So I'm pretty sure it was the same as Tweet Cute. So like I said, there's two books in one. So the first book is about a girl that goes to Italy, and she gets a notebook that her mom had when she went to Italy, and it uncovers a secret that's in their family, and she has to deal with it and figure out how to go about it. And then she meets Guy, and then I'm assuming they fall in love. The second book in here is about a girl that finds a guidebook in Ireland, and she has to figure out where this guidebook leads to. She wants to heal her broken heart because she just got heartbroken by a secret in the family, and she doesn't, like, you don't know what the secret is until you read the book, so I have no clue what it is. But it sounds very interesting, and I'm really excited to read it. The next book that I got is called New Year's Kiss by Lee Matthews, and this book is about a girl who makes a bucket list to try to check off before the new year, and the last one is like a New Year's kiss. So it's a really short book, and it should be a fast read. It sounds really interesting, and I've read a couple books that have like a bucket list in them, and I don't know why, but they're so fun for me to read. Sorry, one of my friends just texted me about her boyfriend. I have to read it. That sounded really bad. I mean, like, my friends will update me on their boyfriends and stuff, and because I don't know. As you can tell, I only read romance books, so like, I just love that, especially when it's like my friends and I can see them in love, and then they're like, oh, I went on a date and this happened, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So one of my friends, she texts me about her boyfriend and her like all the time, so I had to read that update. Anyway, it's going good. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. By the way, forgot to mention, but New Year's Kiss is $4.75. The next book is Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Oh, I got it right. I've redone this clip so many times. This book is basically a mystery about who her family is and trying to find out secrets that she's never known. I really like this author. I've read a couple of her other books, so I got this one. This book was also $4.75. Alright guys, I have a little story behind this next book. This book I got for $8.79. It is a hardcover.
Alright.
It's called Don't Hate the Player by Alexis Ned. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was reading the back of the book online, and the first thing I saw was hockey, and I love hockey, and I've been looking for a hockey romance for the longest time ever, and so I immediately added it to my cart and bought it. The only problem is I got the book and I read the back of it, like the full back of it, without just reading just the hockey part. Okay, it is field hockey, and it is about a video game. For one, it's not regular hockey, so it's less boring, or more boring, in my opinion. If you play field hockey, you're awesome. That actually sounds cool, but like, I prefer like ice hockey. So I thought it was ice hockey. Then I realized it was about a video game, and there's like video game stuff on the front of the book, and I didn't even realize that. And like on the side, there's literally like a remote control. So, to be honest with you, I'm not interested in reading this, but my friend Anna actually loves video games and plays them all the time. And she likes romance books and she likes reading. So I'm going to give this to Anna. Anna, if you're watching this, next time I see you, you're getting this because you know how picky I am and I'm not going to read it. But yeah, so it's about a video game competition between these two people. But yeah, I'm not gonna read it because I thought it was about hockey and it's not. So the next book is Chasing Lucky by Jen Bennett. I've also read one of her other books and I really liked it, so I picked up this one. This one is a hardcover and it was also $8.79. It's about a girl who is a photographer and she's going around and taking pictures and stuff, and then she runs into her like former childhood best friend, but she kind of like stopped being friends with him because he was like a bad boy kind of vibes. So she supposedly falls in love with the bad boy. That's what I'm guessing because it says, will she fall in love with him? But we all know that when they say that, they usually do. This is the next book. It is called I Will Always Write Back. The book is actually a true story. For school project, Caitlin and Martin had to write to each other, and they just continued writing to each other all throughout the years. I think it was over 5 years they were writing to each other, and they eventually ended up meeting each other and going to each other's weddings. And it's just like about both of their lives throughout those years, telling each other about it when they didn't have like any other contact but letters. So it's all of their letters like put in the book, and I'm really excited to read this. This book was $5.85. This is the next book. It is called Together Apart, and I'm so excited to read this book. This book was $4.75. It is written by 9 different authors, actually, and it is about the pandemic and how different couples were impacted by it. So some of them are breakups, some of them fall in love. Since it's 9 different authors, I'll get 9 different types of writing styles in this one book. So then I could be like, oh, well, I really like this author, and then get more of their books. So I'm really excited because this is super different from other books that I've read. This next book is called Meet Me in Paradise. This book is about a girl who kind of has anxiety, and she gets her luggage lost when she's going on a trip, and then there's turbulence, and she falls into this lap of this guy that is really like nice looking and stole her sister's seat on the plane. And they make a bucket list and to have her step outside her comfort zone. And I'm really excited about this book because it's another bucket list one, and I feel like I could connect with the main character because I like get anxious a lot. So I think it would be really interesting, and she's like not really believed in love and stuff because thinks it's a risk and doesn't want to take the risk. So I'm really interested about this, and I think it'll be cute. It says that it's a slow burn romance on the front, and you know me, I love my slow burn romances. The next book is called Speak Love, and this is by Annie F. Downs. I am so excited about this book. This is probably going to be the book that I start after I like finish this video, because this book is tells you about how to be a better person and how to speak with love and to yourself, to others, and how to talk to God. And it's like a devotional thing too, so that'll be really exciting. I'm going to like write in this book, and there's little like Bible verses and different challenges, and talks about like Annie's life. So I'm really excited about this book, and I'm actually going to keep it out, not even put it in my bookshelf, because I'm going to read this as soon as possible. This is a hardcover book, and it has one of like the little bookmark thingies in it. It's so cute. This was only $3.09, which is, I found this book and the next book that I'm going to show you in a clearance section. They do have a clearance tab on BookOutlet where you can find books that are even cheaper and that will not be going back in stock at all. So I picked this one up. I'm not sure if there's any of these left, but I already know that I'm going to love this. This is the next book. This is called Love Understood. It's the science of how and why we love others and fall in love and stuff. And this book is actually about a lady that went around, Laura. She went around the world and interviewed a bunch of different people from ages 6 to 95 and asked them like the same questions about love, and they answered them. So it includes like the stories of others, and I just think it would be really interesting because I'm taking a psychology class in school right now. And I love it, and I think it would be so cool to read this just because I read so many romances and have never actually read something that's like true. This was only $1.99. The next book is called Love Life in the List by Casey West, and this is another bucket list book where she just makes a bucket list and tries to check it off. So I really like Casey West. I've read a couple of other of her books and I've bought more. Currently reading one of her books right now. So this book I've wanted for a long time because, like I said, it's another bucket list one. So that last book was $6.39, and this is the last book that I got. Is called Spring Break by Catherine Applegate, and this one was $2.89. This is about some girls that go on spring break from Minnesota to Florida, and then it's like, I think it's like a love triangle thing. So yeah, this one's a really short book. It's like less than 200 pages, so I'm going to read this very quickly along with some of the other shorter books. Thank you all for watching. If you are interested in ordering from BookOutlet, there is a link in the description of this video where you can get a discount from using my referral code.